Honestly, who doesn't want to poop right next to their truck? This is my quick pitch privacy tent. I had this on my previous build, which was a Tacoma, where it slid out, it telescoped on two square tubes that nested and would go back and forth and then drop down. I don't have the room on this build because I have my heater inside of the ammo boxes. So I decided to put it here, but one of the things I didn't want to do was have the privacy tent be so close that it drapes down and you end up losing like a quarter to a third of your privacy area because it's draping over the vehicle. The second thing that I had an issue with was its placement because, as you know, iCampers, like many tents, have the ladder right in the middle, and this ladder would come down and interfere. So I could have put it on a hinge. There's like a $200 system out there where this will swing out and drop down. The problem with that for me is that my pole kitchen comes out 7.5 feet, and then I've got this tent like directly next to it. And I just didn't want to do that solution. Plus, it still wouldn't be away from the tent. So what I did was I picked up a $30 TV mount. And what this TV mount does is it allows it to come out and rearward. So I added this set screw system. And so you unscrew this, boom, it comes out. Now I'm gonna try to do this one-handed, but it comes out and back. So there's the TV mount portion. And boom, so now I've got the distance away from the truck. And then I've also got enough clearance that when the ladder comes down right next to this privacy tent when it opens. And so I've solved both of those issues. So what I did was took a piece of extruded aluminum, added it to the back of this KB Voodoo rack, which I love this rack. If you want a discount code, let me know. This pulls out as well as rearward. Now I've gotten questions. Does this move in the wind? And it will move. I don't have any kind of locking mechanism on this, right? However, most privacy tents have little loops at the bottom, and so I put stakes into the ground, 4 stakes, and it'll pin it in place, and the wind does nothing to it. The second thing I get asked a lot is, does it move or shake when you're driving? Because as you know, anything of the vibration on a vehicle can become a failure point. And so what I did was, out of extruded aluminum, I made a simple hook. And I've got a rubber face on this, so it doesn't look great. But what it does is it hooks onto the rack like this. It catches there. And then this comes back and it screws in. And then once that is pinned in, it doesn't shake or move at all. Still leaves me enough room for my little toolbox to open up on the rack. Overall, it's been a great solution because if you have any females or spouses that need to use the restroom quickly, this is a great solution without having to set up an independent tent. I mean, and honestly, who doesn't want to poop right next to their truck? I mean, I think you have to poop next to your truck to be an overlander. It's a requirement. So that's how I went about solving this issue, was a TV mount to give me motion and movement and support for my privacy tent.
This is my simple DIY and hope that helps. Have a fun time out on the trail.